we had an interview with Lamont Roach Sr. earlier, and I was listening to some of the interviews, and talking about what did he get any step aside money from Tank? What did PBC give him? He said that they took care of it. Um, I feel like, and I asked him this, but he said no comment. And I feel like if PBC wasn't able to drop, step aside money, that they just say, I'm gonna guarantee you probably like a Pitbull Cruz, maybe a Frank Martin, and this, and I guaranteeing you this. And now we signed for a couple fights. And then he also, he said he didn't answer that either, because he said, that news will come out. So clearly we see that Lamont Roach is signed to PBC for a couple fights. What you think about the fight with Pitbull Cruz, and then that whole situation?
Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach is going to be one of the better fights of the year. Um, Lamont Roach has a style where he doesn't mind getting dirty, but he do it in a clean way. If you understand what I'm saying, he can fight on the inside and brawl with you, but his style of brawling is kind of sharp. You know what I mean, he kind of sharp when he on the inside. You know what I'm saying? On the outside too, but he don't mind fighting on the inside. Pitbull Cruz, we already know what he bringing to the table. He going dead at you and he dropping bombs. You know what I'm saying? He not looking back. So I'm looking forward to that being one of the better fights of the year, for sure.
Yeah, he never got his chin up in the air. It's always tucked in.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Lamont, I would love to see Lamont throw some crazy uppercuts, and see him get him out of there. He's saying he can get him out of there. His dad, he's saying, my son says that anyone can get anybody out of there. But how do you see it? Do you feel like that goes the distance?
I feel like whoever is overwhelming to the other early on, that's who wins the fight. If Lamont is able to get off early and not get hit with big shots, he wins the fight. If Pitbull is able to get to Lamont and hit him early with big shots, then Pitbull wins the fight. I don't really see a knockout though in this fight. I don't see a knockout. I think Lamont is too smart, and I think Pitbull is too much of a dog.
Mm. Um, Wait, so if Lamont Roach beats him decisively, better
Yeah,
than anybody else, do you
yeah.
feel like people gonna be calling for that Tank fight even more? And do you feel like Tank goes out his way and says, I'm not gonna retire. I'm gonna give you guys these fights that you need.
I think Lamont becomes somewhat of a star if he beat Pitbull decisively.
Start.
Yeah, because listen, man, just a year ago he wasn't being talked about. When he got matched up with Tank, he was being overlooked. He went in there and did great, and now everybody know Lamont Roach. So if he go in there and beat Pitbull Cruz convincingly, then yeah, he's going to somewhat become a star. Pitbull Cruz is not an easy fight for anybody. I don't care how easy the fight may look. He's not an easy fight for anybody because he's constantly putting pressure on you, constantly. So you have to fight him. You have to get him off of you. So I don't see Lamont dancing all night. You know what I'm saying? I see Lamont stopping in the middle of the ring, scoring some shots, who moving his head, you know what I mean, catching some shots, might get hit with a few shots. I really just see them brawling it out. It's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, yeah, I believe so too. Um, you know, he says that's for the WBC interim title.
Yeah.
So the winner of Dalton Smith and Subir Matias, just hearing that, him going up to 140, he only had one fight at 135. I mean, do you feel like that's it for him at 130 pounds? I mean, he holds a title there, but I mean, yeah, a lot of people are saying that, hey, him just, making that move up to 140, we're pretty much not going to see him at 130 no more. Too big of a guy.
I'm I mean, he made his name at 130. He became, he became champ at 130. He earned his keep. But to be honest, he became Lamont Roach at 135. So you know what I'm saying? He the guy we know is the 135 pounder. So him going up to 40 is just him proving that he just trying to be great and he trying to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He not afraid to take the risk, and he not afraid to get paid. A lot of these guys want to get paid without taking the risk. You know what I mean? Lamont Roach is like, whatever, like, let's do it.
Right. Right. Yeah, and him saying publicly too, yeah, I would like to fight Super Matias. He's like, it's to see a smaller guy coming up and calling out that caliber of a fighter because he's dangerous. It shows a lot, and it shows that Gary Antoine Russell call out was really official.
Mm, yeah, for sure. I th- I
And
think I think he just won all the smoke. He a throwback fighter.
yeah, throwback fighter. But how do you feel like he does at 140 pounds?
I mean, you never know, because we were saying he was gonna get knocked out by Tank. You know what I mean? He went in there and showed difference. So I can't say, he'll go to 140 and get smashed. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think he'll do great. He's a skillful fighter. He's very skillful. His style is not flashy, so people don't understand his style because it's not flashy, but it's very skillful, very technical, very skillful.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.